thank you to our sponsor, miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. I truly love the quality, colors, and meaning behind these zodiac sign sweatshirts, as well as the mission and purpose of the brand, which is combining the power of positive thoughts and manifestation with the highest quality clothing, styles, and fashion to keep everyday inspiration, motivation, and the energy of optimism alive in you. So go ahead and make this sweatshirt your new lucky charm and use coupon code Nadiya at checkout. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be, as we begin the month, that on the 3rd of the month, your ruling planet Mercury will go direct. And then navigating forward on the 13th will re-enter your sign. I feel like these two moments in particular, the 3rd and the 13th, are real moments of clarity for you. It's like you understand more clearly who you are, what your priorities are, and that in turn changes your actions. It changes your understanding as to what you want to do next and what you'd rather be doing as well. Think back, at the end of last month, we had a new moon in your sign. That energy was decidedly buoyant. Well, you're going to find that buoyancy once again as we navigate past the middle of this month and we get to Mercury connecting with Jupiter in harmony with Mercury in your sign. Well, I feel like that good energy as you're beginning this month that may feel very personal is about to be turned into action that blesses you in all kinds of ways moving forward from here. But we've got other big energies playing out this month as well. It is going to be on the 14th of the month that we will have this month's full moon. And this full moon takes place in your opposite sign, having to do with partnerships of all kinds. Now, here's the thing with this full moon. On the one hand, it is speaking in a conversation of tension with Neptune. And what that suggests is uncertainty or maybe even disappointment in another person. And I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen. Sometimes with this energy, it can feel like there's a lack of clarity as to what's true or what's honest. And again, sometimes that can happen. But here's the thing. What we also have happening simultaneously is that this full moon will be speaking in harmony with Saturn. And Saturn at this point will be standing still in the sky, newly retrograde, and moving through a part of the sky for you that is fellow air sign Aquarius, a decidedly worldly part of your sky. But it has to do with the philosophies that guide your life. And so it's almost as if your understanding of how you want to address a particular matter having to do with another person, perhaps this is a business partner or somebody that you're in a professional alliance with, well, it's like you know the mature and responsible thing to do, and you're able to behave in a way that aligns with your higher values, and that in turn fuels healthy self-respect. And so that I love about this energy. But yes, there is a type of energy there that can feel very uncertain. And what I would say is, if it feels right for somebody to be there, that's a beautiful thing. If it feels as if someone strengthens you for shared prosperity moving forward from here, that's a beautiful thing as well. But if it feels like that isn't the case, it's okay to acknowledge that, finding acceptance of that, and finding strength to go in a direction that fuels self-respect. Well, it creates a very positive momentum of stability moving forward from here. Now, as we navigate late into the month, it is going to be the 29th of the month that we will have this month's new moon. This new moon takes place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with money you earn and money that you spend, but it also connects you to healthy self-love and healthy self-esteem. And so here's the thing, again, we've got a bit of a mixed bag. On the one hand, we have somewhat of a harmonious alignment with Uranus. And Uranus is in the sign just before yours. So this is an inner clarity and perhaps even surprises that feel like they come out of nowhere. But It's you that has to decide you're going to make the most of them. You're going to run with them. Perhaps this is incredible creative ideas that help you to align with new opportunities that create more prosperity for you. However, what we also have happening under the same sky is Saturn speaking in a conversation of tension with this new moon. Now, that energy can work to your advantage sometimes. And how it works to your advantage is if you are tapping into this energy to actually take steps towards something that feels more inspired, more optimistic, that's when you use this energy well. To align yourself with bigger opportunities, but you're taking responsibility for whatever you can do for that alignment to occur, especially financial opportunities. Where I would invite you to be careful with this energy, well, look, friends and money do not mix at this time. Whether it's practical opportunity or just getting financial advice, I would not do that at this time. I would even say at a time like this, if you have it to give, that's great. Give. But know that with energy like this, where you're expecting something in return or you're expecting that money to come back to you, that's where things can get complicated very quickly. And so always do what's right for you to do, what feels right in your spirit in light of your unique circumstances. But that is one way in which this energy can show up. Other ways in which this energy can show up is that you are digging deep within to affirm with healthy self-love as part of aligning with even bigger opportunities than you've known before. You are reimagining what your higher hopes and wishes could be for your life and wanting to take actions in support of them, and maybe doing some very powerful work on yourself in the process that moves you towards greater self-esteem, self-love, and self-value. That work is very, very rewarding, and it is worth doing, and you are worth doing it for. Now, where it comes to matters of love, we've got a couple of big days here, okay? And all of it centers around that full moon. So it is on the 14th that we have the full moon. And that full moon in your opposite sign is going to be a very powerful moment for you in the context of love for the year. On the one hand, it may be acknowledging disappointments of the past or perhaps of the present. But it's also you making choices that fuel healthy self-love. Now, almost simultaneously, what we have happening is the North Node meeting Venus and Pallas Athena. And so this is a very powerful sharing of energy happening in the sign just before yours. It's almost like you connect to a deep well of spiritual love that helps you to make a change, that changes your pathway moving forward from here in the context of romantic love. Now, I would also add, it is possible that you could connect with someone. I mean, Venus meeting the North Node is a doorway opening from which new people enter who represent karmic blessings. Pallas Athena is there. They represent wisdom as well. However, given where this energy is playing out, it does suggest that it's a lot more about your personal understanding, your journey towards greater love and greater wisdom that is going to be amplified at this time. I think that full moon in your opposite sign is very powerful in terms of perhaps someone being there to help you to understand where you are in love and why. Now, I want to add an additional layer. On the 23rd of the month, Venus will enter your sign, will carry you into next month. And this begins one of the more powerful and easy periods in the context of love, where you're just a magnet, able to feel the love that much more. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, what a powerful time this can be. I gotta tell you, especially that full moon and the days that surround it, whatever may be happening with another person, I would say this: when we have such strong lunar energy in your opposite sign, someone is there to help you to understand where you are in love and how you feel about it. And so on the one hand, we have that energy of uncertainty, right? There may be some of that disappointment or acknowledging the disappointments of the past. But at the same time, there's you having an understanding and making choices and taking actions that fuel healthy self-respect. And that is something that you can feel really good about. You add to this that almost simultaneously, we have that North Node, Venus, Pallas Athena conjunction in the sign just before yours. And you're connecting with very deep spiritual lessons at this time. that ultimately do align you with greater love than you've known before. And if you have any doubt, you get to Venus entering your sign the last week of this month and into next month, and you will just be a magnet. There's not a whole lot you need to do to attract love when Venus is in your sign, because it has a way of showing up. For those of you just starting to date somebody, what a powerful time this can be. I feel like this is a time of truth and a time of realization. Is this a person who brings genuine mutual respect or not? Is this a person who seems like they disappoint you? Or is it that you perhaps have not been as present and may need to have a bit of a reality check as to your own mixed messaging? All of that comes to the surface under the light of this full moon. And you will understand the best way forward, whether that's with this person or not. But this full moon for the Geminis out there is certainly a turning point moment as to understanding whether or not this is someone to navigate forward with. And for those of you in an established bond, what a powerful time this can be in established bonds. On the one hand, we have you feeling that much more spiritually clear as to the direction you're going in the context of love. But we also have a lot of truth coming to the surface as well with that full moon. Where it is that bonds are strong, the uncertainty ultimately reminds you how much your partner means and affirms the love. But where it is that perhaps you've known for a while that you're not in the right relationship for you, where there's been disappointment in the past or a pattern of that, well, some of that is going to stir under the light of this full moon, but so will an understanding of what aligning with self-respect and love could look like for you, along with a deepening of commitment to move yourself in a positive direction, whatever that uniquely may mean for you. Once Venus enters your sign, you believe in love and your experiences match that belief. What I love about this month for you, well, there's a lot here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I love the momentum of this month as we begin the month with your ruling planet going direct. And then on the 13th, your ruling planet entering your sign and very quickly moving on to align in harmony with Jupiter mid-month. Well, all of that to me means that you're carrying forward the buoyancy of last month's new moon in your sign, and you're bringing it forward now to make all kinds of positive changes. And some of those changes ultimately are profound and spiritual. Some of them may show up in terms of your one-on-one alliances, professional and personal. But the most important changes, chances are it's going to be related to you and whom it is you know yourself to be. And as your identity shifts, you're able to shift so much around you. Well, thank you so much for watching, and a big shout out and thank you to MiracleManifestorHoodies.com, the sponsor for this month's video. You might have seen them before. I love their sweatshirts so much. Now you've seen them as previous sponsors, but also if you follow me on social media, you've definitely seen them there as well. I wore the sweatshirt for my sign all over my recent trip through the Andes Mountains in Peru and in Ecuador. It truly was this very empowering experience. And I loved having my Miracle Manifestor hoodie with me. I got so many compliments on it, but also like I literally wore this shirt climbing mountains, like the 7 Colors Mountains and volcanoes and stuff. I mean, it was just such a powerful whole trip. And there were moments when I was like, am I nuts? I'm climbing a mountain. What am I doing? And I would look down and I'd see Miracle Manifestor and I'd be like, yes, I'm a miracle manifestor. I can do this. And I remember how much there were moments when I really, really needed to be reminded of that. I'll tell you, I was really glad to have this sweatshirt. And I hope that you have your own moments of finding empowerment, and these synchronistic moments of just when you need empowerment, you find it when you wear one of these sweatshirts as well. Use code Nadiya at checkout to get a discount as well. I hope that you love their sweatshirts. I think that you will. And they've got lots of incredible sweatshirts on their site as well. So check out MiracleManifestorsHoodies.com. Link is in the description below. And thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy. Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there.